Hey, IT manager, if you want to migrate your file server file shares to Microsoft 365, there's a free tool available to you through your Microsoft 365 tenant called Migration Manager. And you can use it to sync a copy of your file server file shares to Microsoft 365. Then, when the sync's 100% complete, the tool maintains an updated live sync until you're ready to cut over your company files to Microsoft 365 file storage. And you disable your file server file shares and be rid of an on premises file server and all of its limitations forever. It works similar to how many of you migrated from an on premises Exchange server to Exchange Online inside Microsoft 365. You configure to sync between mailboxes in your on premises Exchange server and your mailboxes in Microsoft 365 Exchange Online. A sync's maintained until you're ready to cut everyone over to Exchange Online, and then you gracefully decommission your on premises Exchange server. Now, that being said, there's some big differences with a file share migration to Microsoft 365 versus a mailbox migration to Exchange Online. With the Exchange migration, the users were using Outlook before the migration to connect to their mailboxes, and they're using Outlook after the migration to connect to their mailboxes. And everything looked the same to them. And for the IT manager, the backend administration of Exchange Online is very similar to Exchange Server on premises. Most everything looked pretty much the same to them there as well. This is not the case when migrating on premises file shares to Microsoft 365. There's a big difference for both the users and the IT managers after this migration. There's some serious professional change management and training that needs to take place to avoid a failed migration and ultimately a project rollback, or more likely, a project that forever remains in the idea stage but never actually gets executed and completed. At Cerulean, in our Microsoft 365 cloud services practice, we build the shared folders in Microsoft Teams, not SharePoint and not OneDrive. Now, the basis of all document storage in Microsoft 365, of course, is SharePoint. And many years ago, we used to migrate on premises file server shares to SharePoint document libraries accessed through Windows File Explorer through the OneDrive Sync client to replicate a map drive look and feel for the users that they're used to. Around 2019, with the rise of Microsoft Teams becoming Microsoft's core hub for modern collaboration, we switched to building file shares in Microsoft 365 using Microsoft Teams channels. And again, access through Windows File Explorer through the OneDrive Sync client. Then the users could access the same file shares through Windows File Explorer as well as inside Microsoft Teams, whichever was most comfortable to them. And that future proofed our clients for modern collaboration as well as modern IT security management inside Microsoft 365.